been a hell of a week. A lot of stuff has happened in this past week. Speaking of today, earlier today, Drake. So apparently they dropped a petition, and then he filed a legit lawsuit against UMG and Spotify, stating that they defamed his character. He had to move his son out of school because his son was getting teased. He had to move his baby mama and his son out of Canada because it was getting so bad. Physical violence has happened. Because remember, allegedly around that time, his security guard outside of his house got shot.
Yeah.
So he's saying that, UMG allowing Kendrick Lamar to use his house as the cover art had allowed people to figure out where he lived. So people started showing up to his house and all this stuff. He said that streamers was paid by UMG to react a certain way towards the video, to the Not Like Us song. So they reacted that certain way. They were paid, basically. And there were a couple other things that Drake put in this lawsuit against UMG.
So, in reference to, like, him having to pull his son and everything out of school, that was more in reference to, like, the whole incident with people pulling up to his house and everything. So he felt like his family was threatened and stuff because they were living there. So he ended up having to move them both out of Toronto as a result of that. I didn't really hear nothing about, like, the whole bullying thing, but I guess that could be perceived as an issue. But I mean, like, if that's all it is, grow up.
I'm trying to find the actual response from UMG.
Oh, they actually
To Drake.
responded back
They
already?
responded? Damn.
Yeah.
They called it illogical, which I mean, it is because I guess it's just so weak. It's just such a weak move from them because you're going after the label that you're also under and that you've made the vast majority of your commercial success from, and the moment that it is used to not help you but actually to your detriment, now all of a sudden you have a problem with it for something that you basically have been fanning the flames for the better half of a decade, and then when it finally boil over and it turns into just, you're like, nah, I don't like this. But not even going out to the person where,
Pull the mic a little closer.
not even going out to the person where, like, you may even have a quote unquote more legitimate case with going at Kendrick for it because he's the person that made the song. But
Kendrick got him scared, bro. He's scared to say that man's name.
But it's really because of the promotion. Because he's
Yeah,
saying
it's
they the
not
ones
really
who
his
backed it.
song.
Like, Kendrick ain't paid for all the extra shit. They saying UMG, like, is it UMG, right?
Yeah.
UMG was the one backing and funding it. But with the whole house thing, you really can't put that. He used that house as cover art, but your house is also public information.
That picture that Kendrick got for the
It's
cover art
Google
is on
Maps.
Google. You can
Like-
find that on Google. Drake, everybody know your big ass
Yeah,
house. You call it
people
the
been do
embassy.
that.
Everybody know where that house that is. But UMG's response was, not only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek to harm the reputation of any artist, let alone Drake, is illogical. We have invested massively in his music career, and employees around the world have worked tirelessly for many years to help him achieve historic commercial and personal financial success. They added, throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry to engage in controversial, outrageously back and forth rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. He now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and to seek damages from UMG for distributing the artist's music. We have not and do not engage in defamation against any individual. At the same time, we will vigorously defend the litigation to protect our people and our reputation, as well as any other artist who might directly or indirectly become a frivolous litigation target for having done nothing more than write a song.
So, in corporate words, he a hoe, and he trying to cover it up by using us. This nigga been out here starting shit on his own for a minute, and he really just trying to use us, bro. Don't come over here. We been helping you and funding your shenanigans you been out here
Drake
doing.
saying that they helped push Kendrick over him.
dog, and what I was about to say too, they also said, I made you. I made your whole
Yeah,
career.
they did.
Yeah,
all the
this was
work and
a
everything I done
thing.
put into you.
Yeah,
That's just a screenshot.
Like-
Drake saying that they pushed Kendrick over him. Like
Like
that's
the
just a
amount of times
screenshot.
you've been on the front page
that's
of
when
Spotify.
Scorpion. That's when the album Scorpion came out.
Oh, I'm like, where?
And you on Spotify. Like that's how much his music was pushed. But Drake, at first, his fans are like spiraling because they were saying stuff like Drake is doing this for the people. He's gonna expose the music industry and this label, and he's gonna make sure that nobody else. Drake is only doing it is what Mondo said. If I can't win, can't nobody win. I'm about to try to tear this down. He's doing any and every. Drake's lawyer trying to claim that Kendrick is anti-Semitic as well. In his lawsuit towards him, said that he called Drake a colonizer because Drake is Jewish, and because of the history that's behind that, he's trying to call him colonizer because of that. He said that Kendrick threatened him with violence when you listen to the song and he goes wop 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 wop. That's threatening. He said,
fuck him up.
he said that in Kendrick's hometown of Oakland, that this slang is used for this way, and everybody's like, all right, this is how you know his lawyers is just they got Drake saved his food nigga in their phone because for them to say Kendrick is from Oakland when almost every track he yells Compton.
That's embarrassing.
I mean, Drake just trying to get. He's mad because you got embarrassed. And you mad at Kendrick because he did what you told him to do. And Taylor made you told Kendrick, call me a pedophile, call me this, say I do this, say I do that.
And he did it.
Kendrick
and it
did
worked.
exactly that, and it just happened to stick.
And
you
like,
mad.
And he make it seem like these things were just coming out of nowhere. And in reality, it's been stories and multiple instances over the past 10, 15 years about him having iffy history with young women.
And you
literally, at the age of 25, you kissed a 17-year-old girl on stage.
Why are you suing for
Like,
defamation
I
when
don't know,
you
bro.
defame the man first?
Like,
Kendrick told you keep it a friendly fade. We should keep
Like-
this is a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. You brought his wife into it. You brought his kids into it. You brought his best friend into it.
bro, saying another man beats his wife is like,
Saying
that's very defamatory.
saying my
in
best
opinion.
friend is the father of my. Once you bring wife and kids into it, you ain't.
Ain't no go.
with no proof.
Yeah, you're done.
What you got to say about your boy, Alicia?
Why you say my boy?
You know that's your boy.
Alicia know
What
that
you
ain't her
gotta
boy.
say?
Don't ever
What
since
you
after
say?
that.
What you say?
Alicia still be sneak
Nah,
bad
I still
girly.
fucking
That's her.
with her.
Yeah, don't
I
do that,
still
fucking
Alicia.
with
Don't do your boy like that. Cause
He's
when
still,
when
he's still a
together.
good artist. Like I always thought he was
His
like
music
awesome.
don't hit the same no more. Like whenever he
I
drops
do
something,
agree. It doesn't. It like
his
it
old
feels
music still
weird.
hit.
It
But
ain't hit the same in like
Some
6
of 'em.
years.
Some of the oldies
no,
hit, but
you right about that, Josh. But like now, even more after
It's
the
really-
battle, is
yeah.
really like he can't rap no more tough guy shit. You can't come out rapping no more tough guy shit after
Yeah.
this. But then also too, the whole LeBron James angle. Allegedly, he dropped a freestyle or he
Fighting Irish.
it got leaked. So he didn't do it, but he did it. Where he's basically
Everybody's
Threat.
speculating it's
Yeah.
LeBron too at this point.
because the song is called Fighting Irish. LeBron James played for the Fighting Irish when he was in high school.
Yeah.
And he's rapping like it'll be a shame if we have to ruin your public image because Drake in the song saying his brothers turned their back on him going to the pop-out show and all this stuff. I seen you at a party. You ain't come talk to
oh,
me.
he's throwing a tantrum.
So he's saying like it'd be
Fuck all y'all. He
at a
burned
party.
it.
but then
So
also too, on top of that, Drake inboxes one stylist or whatever. I can't remember his name, Chris Griffith, and Chris Griffith exposed the inbox between him and Drake. And Drake's like, what UMG did is basically like if Nike was running the ad saying LeBron James cheats on his wife, and they was putting the money behind it and everything. Then Drake came out to act like, yo, that story's fake. I didn't inbox him that. And Chris Griffith screen recorded his inbox, a whole conversation with him and Drake, and proved that it's true. Like, this is not edited.
And then the crazy how academics literally crashed out. Literally crashed out on his platform for Drake.
No,
Went in on LeBron, all off alleged.
oh yeah,
Academics saying he got women who he know Then he got the story from. They told him personally. Yeah, I didn't
He make Drake
yeah.
look worse. Going out there talking about whenever LeBron came to Toronto.
Y'all was doing 2-mans.
Yeah, yo, like Drake was having women, like supplying LeBron James with women to have his way with him. So you proving more what Kendrick Lamar was saying, and not like us all these diss tracks. Like he's a womanizer.
That's the ultimate 2-man to go out with. I ain't gonna lie.
I do.
Ain't no crazier
I would do it, and you would do it too for a check.
Ain't no crazier 2-man than that. Where they going and that 2-man ain't working? Where you think they going on this planet and that 2-man ain't working?
This goes back to how many more episodes ago that we came out with when we said these super famous people, I guarantee in states they got women that they
LeBron, hey, look,
In
man,
states,
I ain't gonna break up
countries?
that happy home. We got you as one of
All
the
around
top
the world.
bands. We ain't gonna do you like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's agreed between you and your wife?
Yeah. That's agreed between you and your
That's
wife.
if
It just
that-
don't gotta
that's
come
if
to the
this is all
public.
true. This is all alleged.
Yeah, everything is alleged.
But people of LeBron James status, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys use a couple of pieces around that you can go.
We seen how Jeannie Buss was on that boy, her and the other little white lady, little
That's the funniest
millionaire
video in the world.
lady, was
For Jeannie
hugging
Buss
all
on
up on him.
She's all hugged up on LeBron. LeBron's like, first off, you could lip read it. Like he's like, first off, happy International Women's Day. and she gonna think, but she was all hugged up on LeBron and everything. You could tell by the way LeBron was sitting with them. He loved him some
Brown
white
was
women.
literally thugging too. He was just like, yeah, this is what I do. Keep my white women on standby. I keep my white women
Brown
on
like to
standby.
play in the snow. Oh man.
Let
I'm
it
telling y'all that
snow.
prom picture, bro. Every time somebody posts that prom picture, every time that prom picture get posted, Rich Paul show up at their house.
Man,
Get
chill
out.
on, chill on, LeBron.
Clutch
Oh, you
for-
gonna do
they
you
clutching
like-
something for
Right.
sure.
Clutching the pearls. Go ahead.
But do y'all think it's gonna get worse for? Basically, people are saying Drake is doing all this crashing out because he's trying to get it to where Kendrick Lamar can't perform, not like us at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once he does that, like you're cooked. You're done.
I told you, keep it friendly.
It's getting played at the Super.
It's getting played at the
It's
Super Bowl.
getting played at the Super Bowl.
It's getting played.
He should have listened to
It's
Kendrick.
getting
He should have
played.
listened to Kendrick on "Miss Him Around the Big Steppers." Stop on Rich Spirit. The hook of the song is "Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song."
Turned them into a song.
I mean, hey,
You
I mean,
can't
this
go nowhere.
solidifies "Not Like Us" as the greatest diss track of all time.
Facts.
The fact that you diss somebody and it turned into a legal battle.
I personally, honestly, bro, Euphoria is way better than Not Like Us, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
if we just
yeah.
talking about like
But-
the quality of the song.
Bop wise.
Yeah, but I was gonna
Not
say,
even
it's not
bop
a
wise,
bop.
impact wise,
Not
Yeah.
impact wise, not even bop
Impact
wise.
is a bop. A bop is an impact.
Yeah.
It's an impact song.
I mean, first the bop was definitely a hit. It was definitely impact, but the repercussions that come from this, like Back to Back was a bop too, and it definitely affected Meek's career. But this turned into a whole legal battle. Like we ain't seen somebody crash out like this. You ain't see Ja Rule crash out like this. You ain't
But
see.
shit, that Drake and Meek shit, that shit was some. No, it was street shit, but it really wasn't street shit.
This
but it
wasn't
was
street shit. This was a rap battle.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that Meek and Drake shit though. That shit was some other stuff too. They came on the crash outside Meek, because Meek is more of a street guy. So the crash out was different from Meek than Drake. Drake going, instead of him going to the streets, he gonna go to them lawyers.
Yeah,
That's
true.
that's his street game.
That's
The
true.
courtroom ain't nothing
But
but the rich man streets. That's all it is. The courtroom ain't shit but the rich man streets.
First off, you're not about to beat UMG.
is so
Drake got
true,
money,
bro.
but he ain't got UMG money. First of all,
Got a lot of
Yeah.
money.
But
he got
I
a-
can find some lawyers.
UMG has Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and Taylor Swift signed to them. That's just
You know
three
those-
artists.
You know, UMG
I know, but it's
is
not really
Disney,
about
right?
the money. Really, it's
Yeah.
really about
Hold on.
your case.
UMG
I-
is
I can
under
outpa-
Disney.
It's about your
my
case.
my lawyers is better
Yeah,
than
that's
yours.
okay.
Secondly, they
Not
Big
necessarily.
got-
companies lose all the time.
All the
they
time.
lose all the time, but this is now in the public. Oh, we about to make sure we don't lose this.
Yeah, that's true.
These music labels have Michael Jackson them didn't beat them. Once Michael Jackson got too smart, like he outdid them. Ever since Michael Jackson started owning half of Sony, they got way smarter. Prince and Michael Jackson couldn't beat these niggas. Drake is not on their level. And you only got these number ones and everything because of the music labels help push these songs. What? Drake is not on Michael Jackson and Prince level. Don't do that, Mondo.
What?
Don't do that.
And like
Don't do
record,
that.
like records, like sales. Is he not?
If you want to go record sales, sure.
That's
but,
what I think. That's what he means.
But impact wise and culture wise, Drake could be forgot about real quick. Prince and Michael Jackson, nah.
Drake will never be forgot about real quick.
He can be, yes.
Nah.
Drake apparently it just came out that Drake sued Degrassi when he was on there too. This ain't nothing new.
That's his street. He not a thug. He's a corporate thug.
But
You rap like
him.
mob ties and all this and all that.
Cause
He's
corporate
sick of them
thugging
niggas.
is cause listen,
Because that's actually
corporate thugging is mob ties.
it's
Corporate
like
thugging
mob
ain't
ties
hire
about getting your
some
hands
help.
dirty.
It
Like,
ain't-
you
rid of
don't
these
have to
ni-
do the work.
Bro, he
Like-
was saying it the whole time.
Hire some
Hire
help.
some help. Get rid of these niggas. The help is the.
Nah, I ain't buying
we
that.
got we got to stop thinking the streets and the
I
and
wasn't
gang
listening.
banging is only out there in the
Literally.
streets. White people
Literally.
been thugging. It's just a different type of thug.
Yeah.
I wasn't
But
listening.
Drake
bro.
ain't gonna beat those thugs. Those thugs are bigger. They're a bigger family.
Who a bigger family?
I'm thinking like mob wise. You know, this family
Yeah.
against this family.
But you got to think he Jewish. He tied into that. That's
They
tied
they
into
they
they mob.
Jewish. They Jewish. Universal Music
Exactly.
Group is Jewish.
This is a family issue. We need to stay out this shit. That's all this boiled down to. This is a family issue.
Yes.
Let's stay the fuck out of this.
The fam is fighting.
Once they bring that black man into it, well, Drake is a black man
No,
too. But
the,
you know,
reading that response from UMG, they
United
basically
States
told
of
Drake
America,
like,
black
we about to expose you. Every time Drake, DJ Academics today, I kind of shoot him some bell with some stuff because he feel like this one Drake's gonna lose his lawsuit. He should not be doing his lawsuit, but
No.
he came out with some good points. He felt like Drake is basically playing poker this whole time, trying to call they bluff, and he like you know how much money I made for y'all. They're like, yeah, but we made you, and he's like, no, he's like, okay, I got this 100 gigs. I'm about to release this 100 gig, all this documentary. They're like, all right, go ahead and do it. He released it. It ain't do what you would expect Drake stuff to do.
ain't nobody fucking
Because
with it.
Nah,
they didn't
it
push
did
it.
for
It
me.
didn't get pushed.
Yeah.
Then Drake's like, "Oh, I'm about to sign this petition for get this." And like, all right, do it. Drake thought people was gonna fuck with it. It didn't. There's a few songs Drake dropped that's normally would be a hit,
Oh, Drake dropped a couple songs after this, and all that shit is hub, boom.
and then
Boom.
whenever
Dead.
also Drake when he dropped that Fighting Irish freestyle, it got taken down immediately. UMG like, you think we about to let you trying
They
to
took
sue
it
us?
down?
Yeah, you think we about to let you release music right now, and you trying to sue us?
Not playing with
He
that
said,
boy.
nah.
This big
No.
money game's going on.
No, we about to show you we made you. You ain't make us. We made you. He about to get humbled. Drake is that dude that he got in one fight, i.e. Meek Mill, and won convincingly. And he started feeling himself. I can't be touched because once you get into a fight, if you beat somebody's ass, you feel like you could fight.
Especially if somebody people could perceive as one of the big bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I whooped his ass. Oh, I could
Sad.
scrap.
This who
He's
y'all
him.
calling the voice of the streets right here?
And then every other battle after that, you hung in and you beat everybody else. Then you fight Pusha T, a dude that's known for scrapping, and you feel like you was gonna dog walk him, and he got that good ass hit in on you. You like, you know what, bro?
Boo
I'm about to
bop
go
your ass.
home, and everybody kind of forgot about that fight. Then you went and fought a dog that you thought you was gonna dog walk again. Like, you can't do nothing against me. Here I'm about to sock myself. Like, I eat these. You can't do nothing.
Bruh.
And he dog walked your ass and dragged you all through the street, and everybody laughing about it. Now you want to go and call the cops on him, but you don't want to say who did it. No, I'm about to call the cops on his parents because they brought him to this world, and they gave him the courage. Like, no,
Give him the courage to beat my ass. It's
Nah.
crazy.
humble yourself. Drake has not been humbled. That's why he's never been humbled in his life.
Sit down. Be humble.
I see what you
Man.
did there.
It takes you gotta win fights and lose fights to know, like, all right, I gotta be prepared. I gotta take everybody serious. Drake
gotta
thought he was
take-
going to star power and
You can't
beat
stop
Kendrick to the punch where Kendrick can't beat me.
You can't. That's a big dog against big dog.
Drake is not cultured. And I was listening to somebody where, like, because if you listen to Drake fans, they stupid. Drake stands. But basically, because they try to say, like, oh, y'all trying to say, like, being in poverty and all this stuff, like, that means culture. Like, no.
Hell
Drake was, like, certain parts of Toronto is
It's hood,
it's a hood area. Drake didn't grow up. He grew up in a middle class with a Jewish mom. His dad lived in Memphis. He didn't grow up in Memphis. He grew up there. He was undergrad. He was in middle class, and he hung around other white suburban kids. You didn't grow up in the hood. You didn't play around your cousin. Like, Kendrick was not a street dude, but he grew up around street dudes. I'm not a street dude. I grew up around street dudes. I know culture stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't grow up smelling the hot comb or cooking on the stove morning, bro. You ain't spend the night at granny house and wake up and it's all your cousins and everybody's still over there and everybody eating.
Nigga don't even know what a pallet is.
Yeah. You making a pallet on this hardwood floor. You ain't never everybody get $1 and run to the candy store together and everybody goes get candy and we all splitting candy.
Full bag of chips,
you ain't play tackle football in the side of the field over
Nobody
there.
getting that anymore.
Them 4 bag of chips. When you used to go to Detroit, 2 bag of chips, get you a little 9-liter pack and one of them 25-cent juices. You thug. You go out that bitch thugging real quick.
Yeah.
Then y'all can switch up. Like, what kind of flavor you get 9-liter? Let me get a couple of yours. You get a couple of these.
Get a
You
whole
go ahead,
meal
Drake.
for
Drake can't
that.
wake up. Drake can't grow up with that. So, yeah, you ain't grow up with the experiences that the culture of hip hop have. You just joined in. You code switched when you got here. Because when you listen to Drake talk, like, actually, when you watch him on these streams that he's been on, mind you, he added the black reaction channels to his lawsuit. He didn't add no white reaction channels. They reacted to it, by the way.
That's that shit he talking about. That's that shit right there he talking about.
He did
I
that.
don't want to fuck with the niggas. Wanna fuck
And,
with the white folks.
and he all the interview
Fuck with the
all
white
the
folks.
all the interviews or anything he's been on since the battle, it's always been like Aiden Ross stream or I can't remember the other dude because I don't even know that streamer. But that streamer didn't even know Drake's music and everything.
And he didn't. And then the fact that you only come on the biggest people who really push you the most, like DJ Academics or motherfucking Rory and Maul, because Maul be pushing the hell out of Drake.
Maul and Academics both
Be
doing
tricks
on
on it. Like,
they doing tricks on it.
I swear,
Whoa.
bro.
Hey, yo.
Not them saying it. At the same
I'm telling you, the shit, the stuff they saying on their podcast about
swear,
Drake, you would think like, bro, like bro, take his meat out your mouth, bro. At this point, be optimistic. Be like, your man's got his ass beat.
That's the
That's
problem.
the
They
thing.
too optimistic. They think
Well,
he can lose.
well, allegedly, Maul and Drake are actually like boys. So I can kind of get that. That's your homeboy. So you fighting for your homeboy. Cool.
After him,
Academics, Drake just use Academics. He don't give Academics tickets to his shows. He don't call in on Academic show. He don't do nothing like.
and that's funny. Him and Maul cool now after him and Joe Budden. So your enemy of my enemy is my friend. So that's how they playing that one.
I don't know.
Probably knowing Drake.
That's how
I
they
forgot
playing that.
Drake lost the rap battle against Joe Budden.
Don't nobody want to talk about that, man.
Joe
Joe
Budden?
Budden was the first one to put a little dent in the armor, man.
And Pusha T came in and hit that same spot.
He hit him with a slingshot.
That's the thing. Drake would get his ass whooped behind the scenes by people, by the people
He
that
just whooped on Meek Mill so bad it looked crazy.
Because Meek was popular. Joe Budden and Pusha T really ain't that popular, so you can kind of skirt up under it. Then you went and mess with the dude who's just as popular as you, and he embarrassed the hell out of you.
It's crazy he's scared about that Pusha T shit because the kid thing was crazy.
He skirted.
Literally, nobody knew that shit until he got exposed.
He skirted.
Like,
If
they forgot the nigga that did it though. They're like,
gotta
oh, he
think-
got a kid now. They just accepted the shit.
That's
And
what I'm
it's like,
saying.
oh,
They were so down
whatever.
there. They were in the
damn-
trenches for
because
him.
because Drake came out
They
with
were
that
down
line.
bad.
Drake came out that line. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid. People was like, oh, that was a dope flip, and then people started fucking.
What a PR
Drake
man.
skated out of that. Drake skated out of Meek Mill saying he has Ghost Riders. He skated up out Joe Budden whooping his ass.
Yeah, he got out that fight, Meek Mill fight, with a scratch. He just got a little scratch on him.
Hell,
Because the Ghost Rider was a scratch. Because people kept talking
Common,
about it,
I
but
think Common dissed him too. Because
that was
Common,
light skin on light skin beef.
well, Common was with Serena Williams when he was
That was
dissing her.
light-skin on light-skin beef.
Common was with Serena when he was dissing her.
Okay.
So all that, like,
I literally
That's
forgot they had.
Drake has skirted up